Hello there guys, so this is Matt and you're watching Matty-uk-Tactical-Just4U. We are down the river again. So tonight we are staying longer. We're going to be staying late. We're going to be trying our best to catch one of the elusive river carp. At the moment I've got just a glug boilie with a pop-up on top, and I've also got a on the other one I've got a halibut, but I'm not serious right now because it is too hot, it's too light, but I've got our rods out there regardless. I'm just down here having a bit of grub while I can. I'll set the third rod up in a bit. I've got a delicious pasta. So pasta bolognese bake with ketchup all on it. And I've got like a white bechamel sauce on top. Topped it with cheese, so really nice. But if you've not already joined the channel, do me a favour, like and subscribe. See a couple of people have joined and liked, I do appreciate that, thank you. But yeah, if you join the channel, we do giveaways. But it's a glorious day. It is still a little bit windy again. I'm going to maybe position my rods so they're straight on with the swim. That way I should possibly negate some of the side draft, like some of the side wind on my rods. If I can do that, it might reduce some of the vibration sent down towards me bait. So I am running braid. So as everyone knows who runs braid, it's great for bite indication, but it works both ways. It sends a lot of information down to your hook point. So, but yeah, if you've not joined the channel yet, do me a favour, join the channel. We do giveaways, like I keep saying. We've got a giveaway coming up where we're giving away 3 SOG. I made monkey. Nice, like it. Hello mate, Lauren, hello. Thank you for joining the channel. It's a glorious day. Where are you guys from? If you don't mind me asking, I'm from the UK, Cambridge, or just a little bit above Cambridge. Just down on the river fishing. I'm just having some lunch. I'll show you my view though. Here we go. And you should be able to just see, just in front is my rods. Just here. There we go. And 2 little bits just here. Bump, bump. Yeah, just down here doing a bit of fishing. If you haven't already joined the channel, please do me a favour, like and subscribe. I say we do giveaways, and we've got lots of things coming up, so it'd be great to have you along for the journey. But if you're wondering what I'm eating, I'm eating I made a pasta bake, but it's like a lasagna style pasta bake. So I did loads of pasta with bolognese sauce and mincemeat, mixed it all up, and then I made a bechamel sauce, popped that over the top, then topped it with cheese again. Absolutely gorgeous. And then what I did was, oh sorry, getting food everywhere. Just stuck a bit in a pot and left some at home for the missus when she finishes work. So, a couple of kids behind us, just keeping an eye out. Got a few kids in front of us as well, just doing a bit of spinning. There's a young lass behind me, bless her. She's having to go to spinning. She's my partner's boyfriend's girlfriend, but she's not ever, I don't think she's ever done it before, but she's having a little go anyway, bless her. I'm down here leisuring. How are we doing? £12 carp?
How much carp have you put in?
Probably only two. I've had tench as well, and I've had bream, about £8, tench about £8 tops. But yeah, my biggest fish is £12 carp, just where you're fishing over there. I've had a couple more. I've probably had about 4 bream carp out of it. I've had the biggest one, which is where you guys are fishing now, just out there. So, hello Trevor. Yeah, it's alright, mate. We've not had anything yet. I haven't been here long. I just set up, just getting a bit of grub with me. I've got 2 rods out. One on like a boilie with a pop-up, and one with a that halibut, one of the halibuts. But once I've eaten, I'll hey Billy. No, I'm fishing, mate. I'll be honest with you, with the old football. See, I used to drink a lot, and I used to go watch football with my lads, my mates and that, and so I used to drink a lot, and the football's a bit of a trigger for me. So I've just kind of, this year, because I've been 11 months completely sober, I'm staying away from the football, essentially, like just staying away from it all, just from that atmosphere, getting rolled up. I'm trying to stay chill. Eat my dinner. Hey baby, you right? What time is it? 5:20. But yeah, so for me it's just, I'm just happy fishing. I don't need to watch no football. Although it would be nice if we win. I'm almost done now. Get this last mouthful done. Boom. Don't have to watch me eat no more. You catch anything? Not today. I haven't been set up long, mate. He's set in the staff room, babe. Are you the only one in there though? In the staff room? So I've got addicted to this Relentless, blue Relentless, and I couldn't get any today. I went to a shop and they're out of stock, so I've had to get this blue Lucerne. I thought, oh, that might be nice. It's like a blueberry one. It's absolutely awful. But I thought I'd eat it, or eat it. I thought I'd drink it anyway. But yeah, it's a glorious day. Yeah, I know, babe. Tell me about it. I'm gutted. It is a fantastic day, so it really is beautiful today. It's a shame that it's still a bit windy. I mean, the wind does calm you down a little bit, but cool you down a little bit, sorry. But yeah, I'm planning on spending most of the night here, till about 2-3 o'clock. Hello Dave, you alright mate? How's your day been, buddy? I'll be doing a long session today, so I'm down here for most of the night. I've got my lights with me, I've got my batteries with me, I've got me warm clothes, and I'm gonna hang out for a good few hours tonight, and hopefully we'll have something. But it's too hot right now, it's too sunny. I've got a couple of rods in the water, but I'm not actively really hunting anything right now. Not really trying. I'm gonna set another rod up though. Did you take your keys with you? Oh, I don't know, but I don't know if I did. Oh, yeah, I did. I've got my keys. Don't worry. I've got my keys. They're in my bag. So don't you worry about that. But yeah, so it'll just be me tonight. So I'll appreciate the company from you guys. I'm going to be on later, and yeah, it'd be great. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do. It really helps me out, and it gives you guys a chance to win something. So, but yeah, I've got some sweet corn that I've glugged. It's the same stuff from yesterday. I didn't use it all. Absolutely stinks. It smells beautiful. I wouldn't eat it now because I've stuck a load of strawberry on it and some tiger nut essence. But in all honesty, I might switch all my rods out back to cage feeders and whack sweet corn on. If it gets to the point where I've had enough, that's what I'll do. I've not got a very good spot today. Oh, I'm in the same spot, but if you notice this, 1 second, switch around. You see the island, the little island. I'm having to slide my rods between these tiny little bits. So normally I've got a bigger gap here and a bigger gap here, but today it's really narrow, like this bit's come in. I could have fished it over here where these lads are, where it's a bit clearer, because nobody was there at the time, but I decided not to. Well, why would you put the chain on anyway? Even if I did have the keys, I didn't have the keys, why would you put a chain on it? I've got to get in, woman. I'd end up waking the whole house up. But I get what you mean, I do get what you mean, yeah. Because otherwise you'd have to let me in if I rung you, so then you'd take the chain off. But either way, yeah, don't lock me out, woman. Christ. The other one I'm thinking about completely resetting it up, which I might get on with now while you guys are here. I can actually set it up. If I put you here for a second. up a little different. Let you know, babe, Adam's down here. He's come down to do a bit of fishing. He's just behind me. Nice. I was helping him set his one up and trying to get him sorted. Right. So basically I'm gonna go back to the cage. I'm gonna have one out on the weight, the leg, and I'm gonna stick one out on the cage. There we go. That was sharp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my line as far down here as possible. I shouldn't even need to cut it, I should be able to just unthread it. There we go. So the plus side of having these rigs and doing 5-knot turn, yeah, but on his own, I'll come back on live later, got to do a bit of work. Alright babe, yeah, no, you came down with Amelia. So when you do the 5-knot, the 5-turn knot, if you pull it tight, it's secure, but if you pull it back on itself with your nails, you can quite easily undo it, which is it's a good little thing. I'm going to use that little rubber, and I'm going to use this clip swivel, and I'm just going to, all I've done is basically slip the cage on. I've took off my lead weight and I put the cage on, so yeah, so nice and easy. So my missus came on stream while she was at work. Bless her. She was in the staff room. She works at a school, so. But obviously she had a minute. So she was in the staff room, probably getting a drink or something. Loads of little kids over there squealing. But they're having a whale of a time. I don't really care this time. Because I'm not really going to catch anything at this time, in all fairness. In all honesty with you guys, being completely honest with you, I'm not likely to catch anything right now because the fish that I'm fishing for, they're predominantly nocturnal. So that is why tonight I am going to be doing a late one. I'm going to be doing a late live stream. I'm going to do a live stream all through the day, all night. I've got a little table light that I'm going to set up in a bit, make it all nice. Just using my so this is pretty awesome. This is my next tool. Just using my next tool. I always promote next tools because they are really good. Size of that blade. Now I've got big hands, but look at the size of that blade. It's about 3.5 inch. So it's not really UK legal to carry with it as an actual blade, but because it's a like a multi-tool, it's got a saw on it, it's got all that other stuff. It's not classed as an actual blade as such. It's more of a tool. It's like having a saw. You know, you're not going to get pulled over and told you're not allowed to have a saw. It's the same, similar principle. So there we have it. I've got my. So that should keep that out of the way nicely for me. But yeah, I'm gonna put on. I don't know, I'm not too sure what to put on here yet. So at the minute I've got this little pop-up. Ah, that's actually a good point. That's what I might put on here. I might have a little look and pop on like a little pop-up, what's that? A little fluoro I've got. Or I could just glug it in strawberry and have it nice and sweet. It's got a decent sweet pop-up sweet corn on it. That's what I think I might do. Actually, I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to glug it with strawberry and then stick a little bit of ground bait on it. Pull out one of these little half PVA nuggets. There we go. I'm not too sure about whether I should just use a buffer bead against this opposed to the because I like the idea of using this clip, but I need something to cover it. That's what I'm going to do. Right, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use a different cover to protect my buffer bead, to protect my knot. I'll show you what I'm going to use. So I've got all these bits which are handy. So if you're using a large clip or large swivel clip, you need something to protect it, and you want to protect your knot, these are what you want to be using. I'll show you how it goes. I've got ones for beads as well, so if you're using a bead, I've got ones for beads. The good thing about my fingers being all sticky is that when the stuff frays, when it frays my old line, my braid on the end, I can get it back together nice and easy. Right, here we go. So then when I put this onto the old swivel clip, so I'm going to do the 5 loop knot. So you can just simply twist it. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Slip it through. Pull it nice and tight, nice and snug. And then this little cap comes over the top and pulls the two nice and tight together. And again, I'm going to use my next tool just to clip away the excess, but the next tool comes with its own set of actual scissors. So that's a great feature. That next tool done, they've got their own scissors. Somebody else has got them now as well. They've kind of copied the design, but the next tool had the patent pending, so a few other places have decided to quickly get in on it. And then there you have it. So that's going to protect my rig. It's a little bulky, if that's what you're thinking, but you can plug it in. That protects any of my knots, keeps everything separate, and it bloody works. So it's as simple as that, guys. And then I've gone and made a nice a nice betaine green ground bait, and I've got some corn in it. I've got some grain in there. I've got some betaine green powder. So it's like green and brown. It's got all sorts in here. It's got some tiger nut. Absolutely awesome. So I'm going to whack that on. There we go. Keep it nice and tight. Get a big old bit of ground bait in there. We've got plenty of ground bait for tonight. I've made a good old mix up. Plenty of seed, plenty of sweet corn in it. Absolutely fantastic mix. Nice and stinky, you'll see it in a sec. And yeah, have a look at that. Greens and browns, it's actually surreal. It's such a lovely colour. And it should blend in with the bottom nicely because it's all weedy. Smiley face Eden, I am the only viewer. Hey, it says I've got 2 viewers, but hey, nice to see you, nice to meet you. Do me a favour, subscribe to the channel for me, because we do giveaways. We've got a giveaway coming up, so I'm trying to get as many subscribers as possible. And you know, I'm thinking about adding a few more prizes, but as it stands, we've got 3 of the SOG tactical field knives that I'll be giving away, and also some hats, t-shirts. I've got survival kits. We've got all sorts. So that's what we're going to be giving away. On January, I gave away over £200 worth of stuff: hats, t-shirts, survival kits, compasses, bits and bobs like that. this year, just before Christmas, I'm going to be giving away some SOG tactical field knives, brand spanking new with a sheath. So I've got 3 of those. If you have a look on my channel, you'll see exactly what they are. I've done like a review on them. And I've got 3 brand spanking new ones ready to go. We're gonna pop this one out. We've just gone and got ourselves baited up. So if you want to have a look, see where we're fishing. I'm just fishing around here. One second, I'll just turn this around so it's not in the way. This is where we're at. We're gonna be casting out over there, trying to get it through that little gap. Let's see how it goes, shall we? Go. You're right on the money. There we go. So we've got 3 hours. I'm going to tighten my rod up. But the last time I tried doing this whilst I was fishing, and then he knocked me, I knocked my phone into the river. So let's bring this up, and then we're gonna have a nice cup of tea. Submerge that line. Boom. A little bit tighter. Bring that in a little bit tighter. Same with these. Going to drop these now a little bit lower. And this one a little bit lower. You see one go in?
Yeah, it's got in.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, I don't think it's going to get out.
Shit. Whereabouts, how far away is it?
Probably fucking sent our price just get more.
Yeah,
let's drag it in.
Shit. Well, how far away is it? Because is it worth me ringing the...
Just round the corner.
Shall I ring the RSPCA? Let them know?
I don't know, it might be worth it. If he's just taking a picture over there.
Yeah, but he might be doing it for entertainment.
Yeah, I don't know.
Christ. The cow's fallen in the river, apparently. I'm just doing a live stream now. But otherwise I'd go over there, but I've got all my gear out now, it's a bit difficult. I don't know what to do to say. Find out if someone else has done it. If you only go down there, if you see it still alive and someone's like reported it. Oh, what is it? What is it? Oh no, I don't want it. No, there you go.
It's one of those funny wings ones.
Yeah, where's it gone? Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I don't use bait like that. I just use the old sweet corn, mate. Appreciate it, though. But yeah, so yeah, apparently a cow's gone in the river. I can't see it. I mean, the stupid thing, what's it doing going near the river? I mean, obviously it's probably trying to get some water, but surely it knows where it's safe to go and not to go. You would have hoped so, wouldn't you? It's quite busy down here today, but apparently someone's taken a photo of it. It's a bit further down the river from where I am. I can't even see it, so it must be a fair way away. I'm not about to pack all my stuff up there to go and save a cow. By the time I pack my stuff up, it'll be dead. Christian A. Smith, hi there buddy, how are you mate, you alright? If you haven't subscribed already, please do me a favour, like and subscribe. We do giveaways. I've been saying it throughout the channel and throughout the live streams. We've got a big giveaway coming up, 3 tactical field knives, so it'll be good. Be a good little haul for you guys. I mean, they're like £50 each here in the UK, so. But yeah, it's glorious. This is the bait I'm using. You can just about see that. So it's like it's green. It's got sweet corn in there. We've got some grain in there. Basically bird seed, prepared bird seed, hemp as well, got some hemp, I've got some tiger nut in there. I've literally got everything in there. So, but I'm fishing two rods on like strawberry baits, and I've got a rod on halibut. So I'm not going crazy right now. I'm going to save me bait for later. I've just got my rods out in the water. So, if anything decides he wants it, he can have it. But the fact is, we're not really likely to catch it this time on this river. It is a little bit early. But I've got 3 options out there. So, and ideally I want carp, so who knows when they're going to feed. I'm going to drop my pod down a little bit. And then I'm going to connect it to a safer area. Make sure that it doesn't fall over on me like last time. Tackle there, got the crisps here. There we go, got the baiting spoon. Rubbish. I should have a packet of Snickers. That's what I'm looking for. What the hell have I done with it? Did have a packet of Snickers. there. Put that there. Put that there. Yeah, definitely not in here then. Unless I put them in my bag. Nope, they're not in there. What the bloody hell have I done with my Snickers? Come on. I was adamant I brought them with me. Absolutely adamant. Unless, no. No. Come on, I'm sure I brought them with me. That's absolutely gutting. I've got like some Snickers in there somewhere and I can't fucking find them. No idea. Anyway, I'm gonna put this pole up. So this is basically my light stand. So later on, when I need it, I'll have it. Like a little lamp next to me, like a low light lamp, or I can change the settings on it. But if you look on my channel, I did a review on them and they're actually really good. They're the shine trip lamps. Absolutely awesome. Good. Yeah. Got over to this corner. We've got one of these little camping tables. It's compatible for all these little fittings, which is kind of cool. But this one, this will actually go on any table. So. lamps. So these are the shine trip lights. They also come with additional little cases and stuff so you can spin them and that. But this is what they boil down to. So you've got different settings. They're pretty cool. They're enough for what I need. Just to give me a bit of light while I'm working around my area, you know. Right. There we go. So we got 3 rods in the water now. We got two on strawberry. One's a boilie, and one's a strawberry flavoured halibut. So yeah, no, nothing today, mate. But in all fairness, what I'm fishing for don't come out till night time. I'm just getting baited up, mate. But I am here a little bit early. It's more so I can climatise, and my body will drop in temperature along with the outdoors. So I'll be fine. I have got another outfit to put on over the top to stop me getting freezing, but I'm here for the long haul tonight. I'm here all night. I've got another camera that I'm going to be setting up. That'll be over the unhooking mat. So if I get something, and then I'll have this camera rolling the best I can as well. So we'll see how it goes. But my rods are just down here. You can just about see. There we go. There's my tips. So let's see how it goes. But I'm just keen to get something. I cannot believe I didn't bring my Snickers. I'm so peed off about that. Absolutely peed off. I was really looking forward to having them Snickers. So the fact that I haven't brought them is highly disappointing. Not today, I haven't.
Down there, I caught many fish.
Yeah, what are you fishing for?
Perch mainly with this.
Yeah, it's a perfect little lure, yeah. Yeah, I'm not...
You see down the bridge over there, where the cows are, there's so many perch and like different, like, what's it called, roach.
Nice.
Yeah, there's
I did see quite a few roach here, but I'm fishing for like the big fish, like the carp and the bream and the tench. That's what I'm after, the ones at the bottom, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got these young lads, so just telling me he's catching loads of perch and roach and stuff. They think the idea is just to catch fish, but it's not. I'm looking for a specific type of fish, you know. I'm fishing for a certain type. I don't just want to. If I wanted fish, I'd just bring out a little float rod and donk, I've got a fish, donk, I've got a fish, donk, I've got a fish. But you know, that's not what I'm after. I'm after like a decent size specimen fish. You don't see much of. Everybody's spinning. I mean, it just seems like nobody knows how to fish anymore. Just spinning constantly. But yeah. One sec, I'll spin you around a second. Got so I'm back. I was just messaging a couple of people. My sister said about coming down and seeing me while I'm down here. She said about coming to see me. And I left me chocolate bars at home, so I bought myself a packet of 4 Snickers for £1.80 or £1.75, and now I've left them. So I'm gutted. Hey Dave, you right, mate? I'm just screwing because I left me Snickers at home. But I'm just chilling right now. Just chilling. Just need to share this with my thingy of tea. So this is the first tea out. Oh god, I'm spinning it. Right, here we go. Oh. I've got some halibut pellets here as well. I'm going to sing a few of these halibuts out over the top of my bait as well, just to boost the feeding appetites of carp and tench. I'm hoping that they come in. It's a little bit too close. I want to be further out. Alright. This is where I'm shooting. One sec, you can see. Just over there. There we go, just about there. And a little bit closer than that. So then I've peppered it right in between. It's a bit tricky because there's a bit of wind behind me. There we go. And then let it rain down the old pellets. I sometimes like firing them directly in the air, straight up above me, let the wind take it, and then it spreads them out nicely. So it covers that area perfectly. Do one more load, get him out there, and you'll just watch it come down and say plom 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 back there. So windy. So there we go, stick your back on the ends of your rods. There we go, spot on. What is that exactly? So yeah, it is what it is, you know. This is, it's not, I can't, that's so funny, it gives me a big head. I wonder what it does if you look at me rods though. It shouldn't, it don't really do nothing, it's just, boom. Oh, it's big head, that's little shoulders. That's mental. See, I've not even played with any of these effects, you know that. Okay, so we got retro. We'll take that off. Lenses. Oh, that's a bit spooky. X-ray. Okay. So we got yeah. I don't know what to say about this one. This is crazy. Okay. It's pretty cool. I like this one. At least you should be able to see me. If it's night time, infrared, you should be able to see me. That's crazy. Right, I'm going to try this at night time and see if you guys can see me in infrared or X-ray. That'd be intriguing, because the problem is when it gets dark, it's hard to see me. What else have we got on here then? Okay, so we got retouch is on. What does that do? Does that make me look better looking? Not really. Lighting. Okay, so what lighting have we got? Relight on. Okay. Relight off. I'm going to turn it off now because I don't think we're going to need that till later. So what does hide live do? Okay. Oh yeah, so I get it. So just in case you don't want someone to see that you're doing a live stream. Effect picker, retouch stickers. Oh yeah, I can do a poll. That's a legit question. There we go. I want to know by the end of the stream. I want a definitive answer. Was Moby Dick a real whale? Yes or no? I'm intrigued. Oh Christ! I wonder if I can vote on it. Yes. Someone said no. I like it. So far, we're at 100% no. I like it. I heard stories that he was actually based on a real whale. It was based on a real whale, but whether or not, we don't know how true it is, but there was a story that it was based on, that he wrote the book after hearing this story about this whale that they couldn't take down. But I can imagine fighting, because he was a sperm whale, weren't he? So he was a big ass white sperm whale, big bull sperm whale. So you got to think about this. Back in the day, they were a lot bigger. Oxygen levels were richer, but this is the height. Well, not so much the height of the whaling, but when they were getting into the whaling, or they were whaling, I suppose, efficiently. Because they used to light all the streets with the oil and stuff. Literally, everything was powered by whale oil. And yeah, I mean, could you imagine having this wooden boat trying to go up against a big bull sperm whale? I mean, these things are almost twice the size of a female sperm whale, and they can all quite easily beat Kraken-sized squid, you know. So, was he a real whale? Wasn't he? Are they true or not? We'll never know, but I'm intrigued to know what people think. Maybe we'll get a marine biologist on the channel. Fucking working at sea, though, those bits of ships in stormy seas are bad enough. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, to be fair. You know, when they're doing them crabs and like lobster trays and stuff, like crates, that does look pretty crazy in the Arctic as well. You know, when you got ice hanging off the front of the boat and stuff. Christ. See, I used to have one of them orange suits when I first started fishing. I used to fish this very embankment, so this is why I've come back here, because it's a bit like, what's the word for it when you're like reminiscing? It's nostalgia. It's a little bit of nostalgia coming back here, because when I first started fishing, like when I was a little kid, I fished with my stepdad, and he had cystic fibrosis, and he passed away, and then I didn't do no more fishing until I got with the mother of my children. I started fishing with her granddad, and we fished. He had just come out of a relationship. He was getting divorced, and he wanted to start fishing again because his wife never let him. I wanted to start fishing again, so we came here, and I got one of them suits thinking I'm going to need it, and I bloody well did, because I would sit here, pretty much in this spot, and maybe a little bit further up here, maybe a little bit behind me, but along this little bit here, and I would have I'd have nothing but one of them little camping chairs that you pull apart and plonk down, and I would use some bungee cords and bungee cord a umbrella above my head. It'd be raining, I'd have my sleeping bag round my waist, didn't have no bivvy or nothing, had a quiver tip rod, that's all I had, one little quiver tip rod, little bank stick, and we'd sit here all night with a keep net and some bits and bobs, and that's all we had. But I bought one of them plastic jacket things, and God are they awful. I tell you what, it was baggy, it was cold. Even though it's plastic, you would hope that it would warm you up, but it kind of warmed you up a bit, but it was drafty, and it made you sweat a little bit, but it was just nasty. It was like the worst feeling I ever had wearing this rubbery, tough, like, orange seaman's jacket type thing. But yeah, I soon, like, I was like, nah, this can't be right. And I had some big old wellies that were too big for me as well, because I got given them. So yeah, I had all this, it was good fun, and I loved it at the time, but yeah, looking back on it, it was brutal what I put myself through, just to do a bit of fishing when I was young, like, I'm talking 18, 19 year old, just starting out, you know. And then since then, I've had it all. I've had the best fishing tackle you can get on the planet for carp fishing. All the Grays platinum rods, limited edition 13 footers. You've got I had the Shimano STRAs. They were actually cheaper reels than my rods were, but my rods were Grays. They were expensive. I also had the JRC Quad Continental bivvy. I had the Nash Titan bivvy for when I was fishing on my own, but the Quad Continental I used to take the missus and kids in. I had two bait boats, the Micro Cat and the Bobcat. I had everything. I literally had everything. And the same with the bite alarms. I had the Delkim TXI Pluses with a receiver. I mean, you're talking each receiver's £150 plus no, each alarm's £150 plus a receiver plus my buzz bars. I had like a £600 plus set just for me alarms. The alarms I've replaced with like 80 quid since I sold everything and gave up, and then I started again. I've been able to buy all my tackle, including the trolley, everything, bite alarms, chair, rod pod, free rods, free reels, bags, everything for the price of what it would have cost me for one rod and one reel that I had before. So it just puts things into perspective. But it's not about having all the gear and having no idea. I'd rather have cheap gear and know how to use it than be one of these people that's got too much money on their hands, go and buy all the gear, this gear, and then go, oh, how do I put it all together? It's like, what? More money than sense, mate. More than sense. But in all honesty, I've got what I need now. I've got all my fishing gear that I need now. All I need is to get my truck. So I want to get a big old 4x4 truck, and to be able to go off road and find some of these like more quieter locations, like out the way off road. So that's going to be my mission. Get a decent truck and then take you guys off road and find some sneaky out of the way places where we can find some cool stuff, you know. That's the plan, and I'm putting away money for it right now, so that is the plan. But we're going to get summer holidays out of the way with my kids as well. That's my priority, get summer holidays done. But tonight, if you stick around, we'll be here all night. Well, the thing is, price, generally, if you know what you're looking for, if you pay decent money, you will get decent gear. If you know what you're buying. If you're going to spend decent money on a bait runner, you had best buy a Shimano bait runner. They say it's not a bait runner if it's not Shimano. Now, I've got cheap bait runners. The problem is, you know they're cheap. You can feel it. You can feel it when you put the back gear on. You've got to give it a half turn before the back gear comes into place so that you can pull line off. With a Shimano, as soon as you flick that switch, boom, you're taking line off. It's just, Shimano bait runners are worth the money. They're the best bait runners I've ever had. I've had Witchwood, I've had these NTKs, I've had Daiwas aren't bad. The Daiwa bases, they are like amongst some of the most expensive on the planet and potentially some of the best, but I'd much rather have a Shimano over the flat, 100%. And you can get a Shimano cheaper than what you can get. You can get an XTRA Shimano for like 120 quid, I think, each one. Maybe a bit less, depending on the size reel you get. And if you get mine were 10,000s, so STRA 10,000s, so it had decent line capacity. When you're out in them out them big old lakes, you just need to hoof it. You know, you've got a big old method feed on your end, and you've got to get that range. At the minute, I'm using NTK 5000, so they've got a decent amount of line on them. I mean, I can hit 100 yards with these if I needed to. They've got about 150 yards on each one, so it'd give me a little bit more, like 50 yards of run if I needed it, but I'm not going to use that. I'm using about 30 yards at a time. That's plenty. So it just gives me a chance to take some line off if I need to. If it starts getting a little bit damaged or frayed, I can just take a few yards off at a time. But you are right, price isn't always a reflection of quality. You can get stuff that's pretty cheap, that's amazing quality. Which is, for instance, like my rod pod, it's absolutely great. I really do love it. Fantastic little bit of kit. The reels, I want better reels. The rods, they seem to work fine. They don't feel nasty. I had a go on my mate bought some Black Widows, 3 pound test curve Black Widows by Daiwa. And when you cast them out and whipped them, they were they were kind of really soft for a 3 pound test curve for a start, but they made this weird snappy noise when you cast them. I was thinking, I do not like this sound. I want, like when you got a decent rod and you hoof it out and you want to feel that it's sturdy. Now these things, they felt terrible, that the ones that my mate had, and they look really good. They were them streamlined, thin, butt grips, and they look really nice. To be honest with you, they look gorgeous. And if you'd put a different name on them and charged an extra 100 quid, they would have been a good sales point, because they look beautiful. But performance-wise, I just did not like that snap. It felt like they were going to snap every time you cast them, and they made this awful like screeching noise. So yeah, you are right, price doesn't always reflect quality, and the lack of price doesn't always reflect the lack of quality. Like I say, you don't have to pay a lot of money, and sometimes you can pick up some banging stuff. They were doing these blanks. Matt Hayes was selling some blanks. They were like, who were they? I think they were like these like the Air Force Ones, basically. The Air Force F-20s, sorry, the Air Force F-20s. You're talking £200, £200 rod, £300 rod, right? But because they were blanks, they were just selling blanks. They weren't all labelled up and nothing, but they were actually them rods, and they were selling them for like a third of the price. Because they didn't have all the stickers and saying what they were and whatever on them, they were just selling them as blanks. Didn't know what they were, but they turned out to be something as good as the Nash Air Force F-20s. They were really nice. But yeah, it's amazing if you know what you're looking for and you know how to tell. It's like when I buy my knives, I'm able to pick up a real bargain because I know what the knives are. I look at them, I know what brand it is, but they won't always get advertised as the brand. But when they turn up, it doesn't say like it's a mini Booker Dablin. It will say, for instance, it will just say a fixed blade knife. You won't know what it is. It's just plain, it's black, fixed blade knife. That's all it is. When it turns up, you've got yourself a mini Booker Plus, or Booker Plus Dablin. then you get a £70 knife, and you might have paid like 20 quid for it, 25 quid for it. But anywhere else in the UK, you're looking to pay 70 quid for it. Well, £68 plus delivery. So it helps to know what you're looking at, you know. Right, I'm just going to go put my jumper on. I've got my missus bought me a new jumper. Yeah. So the missus bought me this new jumper. I'm in the shade now, so it's a little bit chilly. But yes, I've got the trousers to match it as well, so absolutely love it. I'm a lucky boy. She does look after me, bless her. She's a good girl. Too stressed about the rods right now, the rod situation, because we're just waiting till it gets a little bit later. Hopefully the wind will die down a little bit. It did last night, it died down. Smith & Wesson do a decent affordable range of knives, and I have one of their search and rescue ones come with a decent diamond sharpener. See, if you look on Haney Haynes website, they've got loads of Smith & Wesson knives on there, and you're going to see this in time. My missus doesn't know about this yet, but you're going to see it in time. I've got about 30 knives in my basket, all folded. I want to build up a beautiful folding knife collection. And they've got some beautiful Smith & Wesson ones. You know, I'm not on about spending hundreds of pounds. I'm talking like between 30 quid and like £100 knives. And I'd want to build up a nice little collection, probably about 30, 40 knives, 50 knives. See how many I can get. But ideally, I want about 50 different folding knives. A couple of cases full, you know, like, so when you open them up, they're all scented and they look nice. But yeah, I've got a few Smith & Wesson ones in my basket for sure. I've got a few Booker ones in there. I've got a Spyderco one in there, a couple of Spydercos in there, because I do like Spydercos, but they're not all that for me, like. But they're interesting. You definitely need a couple of Spydercos in your collection. But yeah, there's a few in there that I really do like. There's some really weird ones, a couple of really weird ones that I like. Just slightly odd locking mechanisms and stuff. I love Gerber too, a bit more costly though. Yeah, Gerber okay. Yeah, I've got some Gerber ones in there too. So I had a couple now of the. Have you ever heard of Lagoyles? It's a quite an unusual style knife. It's got like it comes down, it comes into a point, like the handle comes into like a round point, and the blade comes straight and it goes into a point as well, and it folds. It's unusual. It's called a Lagoyle. Ever so unusual, and you can buy like Lagoyle steak knives. They're fixed knives and they're like steak knives. But I had a couple of Lagoyles, and I got one off my granddad, and I ended up getting arrested, and police confiscated it because I had this knife on me. They decided to confiscate it and arrest me, and it turned out it was under 3 inches. It didn't have a locking mechanism. It was perfectly legal. But it took them 3 months to message me back to say that I could have my knife back, and by that time I'd moved. and I never got it back. And then I started having a look for a new Lagoyle knife, and they're about 100 odd quid now. I mean, my granddad gave me that, and that one was about 10, 20-year-old. So it's a collector's piece. That's what I tried saying to him. I said, it's a collector's piece. You know, this isn't just a random knife. This is an actual legit collector's piece. And they were like, no, it's an offensive weapon. And it got labelled that it wasn't an offensive weapon. I could have had it back. But it was just too hard for me to collect. Which I was a little bit annoyed about. But yeah, they're an interesting looking knife. It's worth having a look at, the old Lagoyles. What I wish I could do on this on my phone is I'd like to be able to scroll the screen and literally show, like, and then we scroll the screen and you look at what I'm looking at. I can do that whilst I'm not live streaming, but I can't do it while I'm live streaming. So, you know, if I wanted to, I could be browsing through stuff, talking over the video, and browse certain things on the internet and talk about it, and then put my face to it and stuff. That's ever so easy to do, but I can't physically actually do it whilst I'm live streaming, so that sucks. But I've got me net set up, I've got my rod rest set up, I've got everything set up, I've got a light here ready to go when I need it. It's there, you can see that light. I've got a light behind me hanging ready to go. I can also put my other camera on there, my other phone. So I've got two Samsung Galaxy Ultras. I've got a 24 and a 26. I'll stick the 24 here, and I'm currently on the 26. That's what I'm talking to you on. But I can video both. So I'm going to video my map, maybe have this one facing me, maybe have that one facing me. I'll work it out. I want one over, that's probably what I'm going to do with this one. I'll have this one over the peg where I'm fishing, shining down on me, so I can see what's what while I'm fishing. You can see me hopefully land my fish, and then I'll use this one to film me on netting it and showing it off on, you know. That's the plan. It's hard if you're on your own trying to create fishing videos, I mean, especially when you're down the embankment, because you're worried about someone coming past on a scooter stealing your stuff. That's the problem. If I was in my own little peg at a lake, hidden away and whatever, set the cameras up all over the place, have them rolling, and I could do it without worrying. What? So me partner's son's behind me doing a bit of spinning. I thought he was saying he got something, but he hasn't yet. He was talking to someone across the way, but got me a cup of tea, absolutely glorious. I've got a few knives on my channel, not folding knives, all fixed blade. I've got the M-Tech Cookery Bowie. That's a pretty cool knife. It's a modified cookery, so it's not quite cookery, it's not quite a bowie, it's like a bowie cookery. It's really cool. I think it's the 10-12 or no, yeah, 12. It's something like that. But it's the Cookery Bowie by M-Tech. I've also got like a proper dagger, M-Tech dagger, like a commando style dagger, double bladed. I've got like a mini cleaver. I think that's a Gerber mini cleaver type blade with a G10 handle. I've got the Buck 853. That's a nice one with a G10 handle. I've got my Davlin. I had my Essie Picaya, which I lost. I've got the Beast by Golem, which is 17-inch raw steel blade. I've got it now at home. What else have I got? Oh, I've got the survival knife, you know, like the Bowie with the hidden compartment and the compass and stuff on it, and the fishing gear in the bottom. I've got one of those by, is it Survivor? So it's big Bowie. What else have I got? I've got a few knives. I do like my knives, so yes, you can. But if you look on my channel, you'll see them all. So you can go through all my older videos, but you'll see I've got, you know, I've even got a little M-Tech little neck knife. I've got about 5 different neck knives as well. So I've got a Booker one which goes across your knuckles. It's an interesting one. It's a chisel grind, and you can wear it over your knuckles as a sort of like knuckle duster, but it's not a knuckle duster. It just protects you. It's like a skeleton knife. I've got a couple of skeleton knives actually. I've got a cold steel skeleton knife, neck knife. I've also got the cold steel bird and game knife. That's quite a good neck knife. It's got like a little ring hole for your finger, thumb grip, so you can skin and do whatever. But yeah, I've got about 15 knives in total. Oh, and of course, I've also got the SOG tactical field knife. I've got those as well. I've got a few like novelty knives, like I've got a couple of like folding knives as well, just cheap ones. My pride and joy was my Essie Picaya, which I've lost. But this is my second pride and joy. So this is a more suitable all-rounder. It's got a little. It's also got a little measuring stick on it, up to 7 centimeters. I mean, it's ideal for making your hair rings, I suppose. So you've got a mummy duck over here, and she's being taunted by the swans. The swans are ever so mean. Check this out. You can't really see them, but they're little buggers. If you get rid of that. Right, here we go. The mummy duck's there now, so she's disappeared, but the swans, they're really mean to the little ducks. Nasty little buggers they are. I don't know why they're so nasty either. Here we go. There's my rods. I had 50-50 on the old pole. So it was a 50-50 on the old Moby Dick. That's funny. that's Dad. Just so you know, that's Dad there. So he's dad to these babies, and that's the mum. And she's got her babies there. 1, 2. There's one behind there. 3. But that's Dad. Just there. He's giving me the eye because I tried catching him with a net, but not seriously. I was just trying to basically show him that I could catch him at his butt with a net if he got too close to me rod. So he scarpered, took his wife and kids and left. As soon as I turn up, they come over here and start trying to, I don't know, they think I'm going to feed them because you've got this Chinese couple that come down. I assume they're Chinese, could be Korean. I don't want to be racist, but they're lovely people. But they look Asian to me, but not Pakistani Asian or Indian Asian, but they look more Chinese, Japanese, Korean style Asian, like the Chinese takeaway style Asian people. Lovely people, but they feed them. They always come down and feed them, so which is cool. And what they do is they'll come down and they'll take them. They go, it's all right, we'll take them up here, and they'll feed them over there. But what the problem is once they've gone, these are left thinking that other people are going to feed them. Dad's over there strutting his stuff. He's got his wings out. You can see one far in yonder. Look, over there, you see one just over in the distance. I don't know if you can see my finger. There you go, just there. So Dad, there he is. He's like, I'm going to go and have you. I'm not having it. So it's kind of funny, but you alright?
Yeah, moving locations.
Yeah, it's nice. They're nice to look at as long as they don't come over here. So I had someone messaging me. He's got a load of fishing baits and stuff he wanted to get rid of. Asked me if I was interested, but I ain't interested in nothing right now. I've got my son's birthday coming up, so I've got to get barbecue bits and stuff, and I've just gone and bought a load of fishing gear already and bait. I've literally just gone and stocked up on bait, so I don't need any more. But yeah, that's my partner's son now. I'm gonna go over there. But here's me here's the rods, just here. Just loosened them up a little bit. Although they do keep going loose, I'm trying. Maybe I should tighten them to see if I'm getting anything. That might be the best idea, keep tight lines. I am going to rebait that right one in a bit, but I'm having issues with this stuff right out in front of me, so I'm going to need to essentially bring it in and clear this spot in front of me. I've got a big hook, like a rake, so I don't know how to explain it, but it's a big old hook with rope on it. So I'm going to bring this one in. I'm going to rebait that in a second. Monster, fucking size of that. Right. Just unhook all this weed. Christ. But that's what I mean. You got that out in front of me, and it's just caping me in weed. I need to clear it. That's what I need to be doing. So I'm just gonna unhook all this crap, get it back, get it out of the way for a minute. And then I'm gonna change me. I think I'm gonna switch my rigs out. Put on something a little bit smaller because I was using this. I'll show you. 1 second. So essentially, this is what I'm rigged up with. A nice little boilie with a little pop-up on it. But it's no good. It's no good for what I need. In all fairness, I need probably something. If I want something smaller, I'm going to have to put something smaller on it. But I'm just going to clear the area. So let's get the camera around so you can see what I'm up to. You'll see there. 1 second, shut around. So you see that bit there? That's covering my rods. Right. Oh, my third rod. So. I'm going to. Are you for real? I've got feeding bubbles right where I was. I've got feeding bubbles right where I was. I can't. No way I can rebait now. No way that I can start splashing out there. I mean, there's bubbles right over the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bait it. I'm just going to bait it up, and I'm going to try and there's a tiny little gap that I'm going to try and slip between, so I don't miss out on this little bit of feeding that's going on. If I don't get anything in the next half hour, I'll just clear it out and work it from there. Right, let's have a little look, see what we got around here. going to drop the size of this rig. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, this is huge. I'll put a smaller. I'm just trying to think how well it might float. Seems a little bit lighter than this big old boilie. Yeah, I'm just going to switch this out. I've got a big old pop-up on there. So I'm going to switch this boilie out for now. I'm going to repurpose that rig in a bit. I'm going to put some sweet corn on it. But right now, I'm going to slip this sweet corn in. I mean this strawberry tiger nut. I'm gonna pop a little bit of this putty on it, just to weight it down. Yeah, so we're going to present that. We're going to strawberry it up though. I'm going to adjust the pickup, so how far I can get a pickup before they feel tension on this. So it will hit here and then stop. They'll feel that as soon as they pick it up. But I need to bring it closer. But it can ultimately move all the way up. This is not a fixed rig, it will move, but I just want them to get that immediate pull. As soon as they pick this rig up. I don't want them to run too far or risk spitting it out if I don't have to. Go. But I do need more rig putty, and I need better rig putty. I want this stuff's well too soft. It comes off so easy. I think there's been like one time I've had it on still when I brought it back in, and that's when I've casted it straight back out. There we go. Glugging it in a bit of strawberry. A little bit of this old rig. These PVA nuggets. Re-glugged that. And then I'm going to stick a little bit of this. Oh, what am I on about? I'm picking out the wrong one. But I've got a nice mix here as well of seed and tiger nut, some chopped tiger nut in there as well. I've got it all mixed in there. And the same in here. What I'm thinking is making some PVA bags up with that stuff, that chopped tiger nut and all that. but I'm just going to get my feeder out there. Get that baited up. Boom. Like I say, I'm going to be here all night. What I'm going to do as well, when I've cast this, after I've cast this one out, I'm going to bring out the next one, and I've got a plan for it. Right, so there you go, we're prepped and ready to go. This, I had a few on last time. There we go. Slip that one out. So this is my, this is the one I'm using for the old halibut. Doesn't smell like halibut anymore, but I'm going to glug it, put a PVA bag on it, and get it out there again. But first of all, I'm going to bring that down a little bit. Bring this down a little bit. Got it stuck in me. At least I know it's sharp. I'm gonna keep using this. I'm confident now I should get one. I'm confident I should get one. Just gonna get my glug out. Actually, I'm gonna get the other one out first, and then I will bait it up, this one, because then I can see where the other one's at. There we go. Oh shit, there we go. So this one, I'm gonna hit this one first. I'm gonna rebait this one completely. So I'm going to switch this out. I'm going to keep this little pop-up on top because it's a good little pop-up, but I'm going to switch it out for popcorn. Corn on it. So we'll put that back on. We'll find ourselves some nice corn. Mix it up. Some nice bits in here. Where did it go? Problem is, these hairs are so tiny, and it takes a tiny hair, because they're like these specialist mini corn, and they've got the hairs cut out on them, and they're the same colour as the corn as well. There we go, got it. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Right. What I'm going to do is grab half a PVA nugget again. I'm gonna glug this in the strawberry quickly. Make sure I do it before I lose. There we go. A handful of stuff. I need to organise myself a little bit better. That's why I'm caught on my fucking light. There we go. Okay. There we go. Untangle this loop. There we go. Put this PVA nugget on. Boom. And there's my ground bait. No, it's a bit of ground bait on it. I'm gonna stick this one out first. Then I'm gonna glug me pellet up. My halibut. I'm going to put that to the side, just to the side of where the things are. I've got no end of feeding bubbles just here. It's absolutely crazy. I should get something now. I'm going to get the other phone set up as well. Right, switch these out now. For a second, at least. Here we go. Then get this one up. So we've got two out on the old basically on the old sweet corn. Well, one's on a strawberry tiger nut, the other one's on sweet corn. And this one's going back out on the halibut because I've not given up. Sorry to hear that. Not cheesy. Oh man. Yeah, sorry to hear that, bro. Where did that come from? Oh Christ. Bit of a random one, just enter the channel and drop you got cancer on me. Christ, what do you want from me, bro? But yeah. It's not normally the way you start a conversation with strangers. I've got a swollen left testicle, but I don't tell everybody in the chat that, you know. Trying to keep it like positive, mate, you know. Dave's only got one testicle, so he's you know, we've all gone through it. Isn't that right, Dave? No, don't go. Ah. I was just testing to see if he was listening, Dave. But yeah, I am sorry to hear it. If it's true, I mean, it's not the sort of thing you start having a chat with, though, is it? Christ. I know sharing's caring and all that, but unless it's STDs, then you should keep them to yourself. But right, we're gonna glug this in a bit of a, the old stinky. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'm going to pour a load of this on me PVA bag as well. Right, let's get this over here for now. Right, that stinks. I'm going to add a little bit more just to, oh, hang on a minute, I might just add a little bit of the spicy crab on it as well. Okay, I'm going to double glug this. I'm just going to stick everything on it to make it as dirty as possible. Oh shit. This is going to smell like one of them women in Amsterdam after a summer's day and a hard day working. This is what this is going to smell like. Christ. Get it all over it. Loads of this dirty, smelly glug. So, if something's out there and they like it, they're definitely going to find it, that's for sure. So, you can see that's dripping with that spicy crab and halibut. I'm just going to pop it out over there. I've got to get past this weed, it's an absolute killer. So we're baited out. We've got bait out there now, so fresh bait at least. But I'm not happy about this weed at all. I did say that I would end up dragging them all in and rebaiting again if I have to, which I will. But I will clear that patch of weed out in front of me. So it wasn't as bad as that earlier. I just subscribed to your channel and commented on a short video. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it, mate. What's the comment though? Was it terrible? Yeah. Let's go. I like it. Nice. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it, buddy. Nice one, my guy. Right, I'm going to pour myself a cup of tea. Yeah, so as long as I can see your name, mate, so do me a favour, Wild. You need to go to your picture on your account. Then you need to click on that, edit your channel, and then go down to the bottom settings. I think it's the second from last. It says subscription privacy. It will automatically be on. Make sure that is off, and then I can see you're on my channel. I can see your subscribers. So when I come to do my draw, my giveaway, I will be able to put your name in the pot because I can go through the list and I can see it. Last time I reminded people. I even did videos about it. You know, there's only so much I can do to try and make sure that you guys have a chance to win something without personally knocking on your door and doing it myself. But for those that have subscribed and done that, you know, they don't really mind if you don't bother taking it off, because you're increasing their chances of winning. But the more people I can see on my list, obviously I'll increase the amount of prizes that are on there, just to make it more fun. And last time there was something like a 20% chance to get a prize. That's how few people have actually showed me they were subscribing. But I do try to give around 5%, or I did do 5% of my people a prize. Obviously over time, the more people I get, I'm not going to be able to do that. If I increase the quality of the prizes, the giveaways, you know, it's not easy. But I do put plenty of like runner-up prices in there, so. But thank you for your subscription. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, so we're just on the river. Have a little look. Have a little pan around. We do have a family of swans just coming up. I'll show you those. Just tip you back. Boom, boom. There we go. Mum, dad and 3 babies, cygnets. You can just see them in the distance there. I need to get a little bit of bait out over the top of mine where I'll just bomb me baits. And then on the left side we're going to whack some halibuts back out. So I'm kind of divvying up the sides a little bit. On the left side I've got a well, I've got one of each on the left side, to be fair, but I'm trying to put more halibut over the top of my halibut rig. So hopefully if I get any like fish, any carp that are interested in halibut, they go over the halibut rig. So you know I'm not, if you watch my videos, you know I'm not afraid of just chucking money away in the river, because I often do that. Just get a load of bait. I say I must have chucked about 40 kilos of bait out in this river. So any of the bream that you catch, they're all like little pigs. I mean, they're like, some of them are like £4, but they should only be about £2.5 because of the size. But they're so fat because I've been feeding and feeding and feeding the river. I've literally fed my own school of bream up, and they're like little pigs rolling around, like, you know. Absolutely insane. But yeah, they're very well fed in this part of the river. So if I was to weigh all the fish that I caught last weekend, I reckon I probably got about £50 of bream. 100%, about £50 of bream out. I got 8 fish, anywhere between £4.5 and £5. There we go. So we got, our rods are right on the money. There we go. Perfect. So I'm going to drop them back gears down. Yeah. So if you look over here, I'm going to show you. So just over here, you can just see all that breed activity. One second, I'll zoom in for you. Yeah. So look at all that. All that over there. Loads of activity. You can see it all on the top. All them, they're all feeding bubbles, mate. People, they are feeding bubbles. That's why I've just placed a load of bait out. So we and then there's my rods. So there's my rod tip. So this is what what I'm looking at. So we are literally waiting to see if any of them rods go. I've just rebaited as well, so I'm just going to stack my baits up for now. Put these to one side. Have a little tidy up in my area, because I like to keep it tidy if I can, especially while I've got a quiet minute. So I'm just Hello Wickedy, how you doing mate, you alright? So I'm just plugged these up, absolutely stink. They got a little bit of the spicy crab and they got a little bit of the halibut, so absolutely stink. These are the 12mm waft, 12 by 14mm wafters, so 14mm wafters by 12mm wide. So they're pretty big, they're as big as a boilie almost, just not quite as wide. So yeah, we've plugged those up, so they'll be ready to go when we need them. But yeah, it's gonna tighten, be line a little bit, get a little bit more of a tight on there. There we go. But here we go, we've got Mum and our Cygnets. Dad's chilling over there, he's trying to have a break, but here they are, here they come. It's pretty cool. Carp eating better than me. Yeah, you know it, he walked. Yeah, you know it, mate. Bless you. I feel bad for you, bro. I mean, all fairness, I spend more money on carp food and fish food than I do my own food, and that's legit truth. I tend to get pasta and stuff, like I'll do like a big old pasta bacon and then whack it in some tubs and stuff. But me and the missus, so what we do is we'll buy like a pork joint, like a big old pork joint for like £7.50. It don't cost a lot really, but we'll get either 3 pulled porks out of it for 3 people, so our son as well eats, or we'll have like, I'll get 2 pulled porks and like say 4 or 5 chops, pork chops, so we'll have one night pork chops, or we'll have a roast dinner, a couple of pulled porks. Yeah, I can understand that, Dave, yeah. Oh god, my friend, she's a doctor, and she's got a garage, and she's got a whole pallet. I organised it for her. She's got a whole pallet of cat food, and every week she buys more. And it's like, she's got, but it's all the best stuff, like all kitty cat, Sheba, or whatever it was. I think it's Sheba. Individual little tins of meat and stuff, like, and she spends a fortune. Which it's like she's stuck in this, and half her cats have died. She had like 8 or 9 of them. Half of them have died, but she's got into that routine of buying for 9 cats, so she still does it every week, and she's got the excess money to do it. I mean, I used to be a groundskeeper because she had basically like almost like a mansion in the middle of a load of grounds, and I used to be a full-time groundskeeper and not housekeeper. I used to do like any repairs in the home and stuff for her, and I mean, she used to pay me a couple £100 a week for that. She's got way too much money, mate, like ridiculous amount of money, and like I say, spends a ridiculous amount of money on the cats, thousands. She had one cat, it was like 16 years old, it deserved to die, it needed to die, but she refused to let it die. She was like, kept taking it to the vets and having shit done to it, and it was, in the end, it was like a Franken cat. It was like Frankenstein's cat. You know, the poor thing was fucking basically sewn together and held together by tubes and shit. And I'm like, you can't do that to your cat, just let it die, man. She goes, yeah, but I love it. I'm like, that's not loving your cat, that's like, you're keeping that cat alive for you now, not because you love that cat and you're trying to elong its life. That cat's ready to die. Double delicious, only have 6, that's not too many. You're a cat, man. I love it. Oh, I was thinking it reminded me of that song, you know, the Scat Man, doop 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 doop. But yeah, I was thinking the Cat Man. He's the Cat Man, doop 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 doop. I don't even know the words to that song, but I fucking love it. It's a good song. But yeah, I mean, she had this cat, bless her, and she refused to let it, like, even put it down. In the end, it died in her arms, like choking on itself. Yeah, you know it, mate, you know it. You just got to let it go. I was like that with my missus. My missus passed away last year, and I had to, like, before this one that I'm with now, but she passed away last year, and I had to. Yeah, what's he want to do to it? Oh, he wants to know if it's changed okay, or... Yeah, I should think so. Let me have a little look. Yeah, it looks alright to me. Yeah, it looks good to me. What I might do is just stretch it out a little bit, just to... like... just to bring it down a little bit, and try to not have it so far up. So we've got it a little bit more down. Here we go. Yeah, it is alright, it just needs a little bit of tuning. Yeah, there we go. And it should spin nicely now. Just gonna tuck that over there. There we go. Yeah, should be fine now. Just stretch the body out a little bit, that was all. Perfect. There we go. Oh, hang on a minute, it's not going to come off, is it? No, it shouldn't come off neither. No. Perfect. Hold on. Yeah, I'm a sucker for taking in strays. I've had at least 6 strays, can't see anything. So hungry. Well, let me know where you live and I'll just pop by when I'm hungry then. You can feed me. I'm a bit like that. All my friends, there was a point, a time in my life where I would just turn up at my mates' houses, like, obviously just because I'm one of these people that would fly in, fly out, and I'd get around sort of thing. But they were like, oh, do you want something to eat? Do you want something to eat? Everyone's always trying to feed me. And I'd be like, oh, that smells good. They're like, oh, stay for some food and stuff. So there was a point in my life where I barely bought any food or cooked for myself because people always wanted to feed me food. Like, I've got some Portuguese mates, and they're prolific for wanting to feed people. And they're always cooking something, and they want to feed you all the time. And then I had some friends from Afghanistan, and they're always cooking something cool, and it smells banging. And I've got quite a large group of friends. I'm quite a multicultural guy. You know, people that integrate with me, I can integrate with them. But if you don't want to integrate with me, then obviously there's an issue. But I get on with every kind of ethnic race and minority, majority, anybody. You know, if you're sound with me, I'm sound with you. That's how I roll. But yeah, so all through the week I'll have something from Afghanistan, I'll have something from Portugal, I'll have English food, you know, like. And then one of my best friends was his missus was always baking. She was always baking like cookies, cakes, this, that and the other. He even made me a birthday cake. And yeah, God, I couldn't go anywhere without getting fed. But yeah, I'm a bit like a stray. But yeah, 100%. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they probably thought you needed feeding, mate. That was the same with me, mate. It's nice to have that circle of friends where people want to feed you. Do you know what I mean? Look after you. My hands absolutely stink of fish. And not in a nice way, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, I'm definitely staying later today. So 100% we'll be here till late. I'm not giving up tonight. There's a train coming past. Train. I should be a train spotter. So I can't catch no fucking fish, can I? I should be a fucking train spotter, just sit here watching trains. I'm basically halfway there anyway. Oh, baby, 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 baby. I just had a reverse take. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Just had a pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. Just had a little pick up on that middle rod. Whatever it was, it just went this way. Come on, baby. Yeah, I had a line drop. It came back the other way. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh shit. Come on, baby. Come on. Look at the camera, baby. Whenever I'm live streaming, I have had fish on live streams, but whenever I'm live streaming, I don't seem to have much luck. But last weekend, I killed it here. My metabolism used to be fast as hell, couldn't put weight on if I tried. My thyroid has been destroyed and now I can't shift the weight like myself. Bro, trust me, I think I've always suffered from that problem, because I mean I lost a lot of weight when I was in a bad place. I went down, the lowest I've been, I used to be 20 stone bodybuilder, right? So I was a big guy, 21 stone on my wedding day. I was a big guy, working out all the time. And then my best friend died, and my partner's granddad died, who I used to fish with, and loads of things hit me at once, and I fell in with a bad crowd, and went a bit downhill. Went down to 12 stone. Ended up to a healthy 15 stone, and then I've met this new missus. Since my missus died, and now I'm 20 stone again. So I've gone up to 20 stone. I'm comfortable, and she feeds me like well. I mean, I think, in all fairness, I do the cooking mostly, but I think she's been feeding me in my sleep. I'm like snoring, and she's like dumping food in my mouth. I swear to God she is, because I do a lot of exercise. Even now I'm constantly on the go, but I just can't seem to shift the weight. It's really, really hard. But yeah, I feel you, mate, I feel you. How old are you, Dave? Don't mind me asking, mate. Or age range, age group range. I'm assuming you got to be like at least my age. Yeah, so you're a little bit older than me, but not by much. Oh, that was me. Piss off. I got excited then, but I just knocked the handle on my reel. I got really excited then. Yeah, well, I've just turned 40, but I had a tough paper round, mate, so I'm physically about 60. These guys have got a Tibetan Mastiff. I swear that's a Tibetan. That's a Tibetan Mastiff. That's huge. Bloody huge. Those birthdays start coming around fast now. Mate, tell me about it. Do you know what? Like, I can't even believe just had Christmas and New Year's, and now we're coming up to August. It's like a few more months and it'll be Christmas again. Oh Christ, ain't it crazy? I mean, when I was younger, your birthday felt like it was like a million years away. You know, when you're like 10 years old, it felt like your birthday's like a million years away. It felt like forever. As soon as you get our age, it's like, mate, time's flying. Unless you're waiting for something. Well, 100%, mate. It's important to get out. It's important to do things to keep yourself young and keep yourself agile and fit. It doesn't seem like I'm doing a lot by being here, but I live about 3/4 of a mile away, and I drag my trolley here full of fishing tackle every single day, and I drag it all back every single day, all on my own. So I'm doing that, and I'm up and down, plus I'm getting bait ready when I'm at home, I'm making dinner, you know, getting showered, getting prepped, doing stuff, doing other videos. I don't stop. I've always got something going on, and if I ain't doing that, I'm sitting down making some like short video edits. But yeah, so it does look like I'm kind of a lazy guy, because all I do is sit here and fish, but behind the scenes there's a lot going on, so to speak, you know. But yeah, it's about staying, and that's sword fighting. You wouldn't believe this. So my wife, ex-wife, mother of my children, she's a black belt in Haidong-Kumdo, which is Korean sword fighting. I'm also a green belt in Haidong-Kumdo, which is probably about two belts away from black belt. I'm also a black tag. I'm not quite a black belt. I'm black tag in Tang Soo, but she's a second dan Tang Soo competition fighter. I've done a few competitions, but as far as sword practice goes, I am pretty handy with a samurai sword. You know, I know all the drawers. So there's like these drawers. I'll have to do it one day. So you basically pull your drawer out, you bring it to a block, and then you swing it, and then cut down, and then you sheath it. It's pretty cool. But yeah. There's another one where you basically do a barrel roll over your shoulder whilst holding the sword. I used to do all this stuff when I was younger. But yeah, we used to practice like all the time. I was a big into me martial arts, so you'll see on my legs I've got these tattoos. On my right leg I've got a dragon, which is symbolic for me martial arts that I spent years doing. And on my left leg I've got me koi carp, which is for me fishing, and it's got my best mate's birth date and death date on it. I have a katana, but practice longsword, longsword. Yeah, so basically you want to be a bloody Knights Templar, don't you? That's what I want to be. I want to go back to my roots, because it's part of my religion. So technically I'm allowed to carry a broadsword. You know, like Sikhs carry their kirpan. I want to carry a broadsword. I wonder how it would go down carrying a 40-inch broadsword down the street. Not discriminating against any Sikhs at all. I'm not saying that. All I'm trying to say is like the broadsword is part of our religion. So it's part of my heritage. Like if you're a Christian, it's part of my religion. The Templar's broadsword, you know. But yeah, I would love to do that. Come on. What I need to do is move this over here a little bit. I need to get prepped just in case my rods go. So we're getting to that time of day now. There we go. No. I just had a little bag go in the bloody river. One sec. also sitting on a pile of seeds. No wonder my ass is sore. Yeah, so this bag dropped into the river. I need a proper long sword for the collection in my hand and a half. Needs company. A hand. So what is a hand? Obviously I know it's measurement, it's how to measure horses. But what do you mean by a hand? My hand and a half needs company. So exactly how long is that in inches, or how about centimetres? Or feet and centimetres? Or feet and inches, centimetres and metres? I'm intrigued. I really don't know what's going on with this river. I was killing it at the weekend. Absolutely killing it. Absolutely killing it. Adam, is that float self-weighted? Is your float self-weighted? Your float? Bring it here a minute. If it's self-weighted, I know how to put it out. I can put it on your thing. Bring your float. Bring your float with you. Your float. I want to see if it's self-weighted. Because he's been dying to do some. He's trying to. Oh, a hand and a half sword, bastard sword. Can you use it one or two handed? Oh, I understand what you mean by right. So a hand and a half. Yeah. Yeah, see, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I want to see if it's weighted, because if it's weighted, we might be able to attach it. Oh no, it's got a... Okay. Okay, so if you get a bite, so basically what you do is you run your line through here, through there, and if you get a bite, it will pull it upwards like that. I'd say if you want to, you could quite easily, if you wanted to, fish this out there with a bit of sweet corn. If you wanted to give that a try, it's up to you.
Could do in a bit.
Yeah, well, let me know when you want to do it, and I'll help you rig it up.
Alright, thank you.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. That's quite cool. Yeah, it's a bit like a Polaris. That's what that is. So you could actually fish it with a weight as well. It'd self-right itself. But yeah, I've never done that. But we could do it a different way, where you can put a bit of sweet corn. As soon as you get a bite, it'll go pop up. Get some distance as well with it. It's big. Yeah, let me know and I'll do it for you. I don't mind helping you. Yeah, see, katanas, they're essentially two-handed and a bit more. You know, you get like, they're really long. I mean, 30cm long handles for a proper one. See, we used to use training swords, and when we used to do bamboo cutting, we used to use live blades. That's what they call them, live blades. But we used to ultimately use wooden training swords, or so wooden training swords. That's what we trained with. But you could use. Psst, go away. Yeah, look, I'm over here being nosy. I'm like, go away, go away. And here comes Dad. Dad's always like not far behind. And Mum and babies. Yeah, cute, but Dad's always loitering about, but he's not really that interested. He's more bothered about trying to fight people than he is actually hanging about being the dad. He's more the protector. I mean, he does a pretty good job, although the other day he got chased by another one. I was like, bro, what are you running away for? He's like, he went to chase one, another swan. This other swan kind of give him the Johnny Big Balls, and then he did basically. He's like, he didn't quite turn around to disappear, but he, instead of going straight for this other swan, he kind of careered course and like was like, yeah, I'm not going to disappear back on myself, but I'm not going to attack you. I'm just going to kind of like pretend that I'm not scared of you. It was so funny. This other swan must have been huge in the old swan world, but I have a bucking for practice at home. Yeah, bucking, yeah. Yeah, it's basically what they call that. But come on, fishy. Yeah, I'm surprised I've not had anything. But at the end of the day, we've still got plenty of time. We've got plenty of feed out there. I do need to clear some of this weed out the way, so I'm going to do that. So I've got one of these hooks. They're pretty good if you're not getting them all tangled up, like I always do. I'm actually awful at getting it tangled. So there's the end. Untangle it. It wasn't tangled until I just tangled it. Yeah, I absolutely hate these things. I'm absolutely terrible. Bear in mind, I'm always messing around with like line and stuff. You would have thought I'd been alright at not getting things tangled, but it doesn't stop me. Right, this is what's going on. Here we go. Twisted. That's what it is. It's just twisted. So it's kind of making knots, even though they're not really knots. They're just looping around each other. If that makes sense. yeah, we've got one of these hooks. I'm just going to launch it out there and try and bring in some of this weed that's right in front of my base. Well, great. That's not what I wanted to do. That's more like it. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to clear a stretch right there. There we go. That's it, we're clearing a nice little bit now. I'll show you in a second. Trying to widen this gap a little bit so I can get my rods through it. Trying to, if I can open up this gap, I should be able to get me rods down there. A little bit more bait right there, and we'll have a nice little spot to fish tonight. Lock that now. This is got a good little spot going on. Right. Boom. So now you can see, I'm going to show you now. So essentially, this is what I've just done. See that gap just there? I've just widened that gap. That was causing me problems. I've got one rod through there. I've actually got two through there and one through there. But yeah, just reduce that. But what I might do is bring my rods further back and put all three through that gap now that I've laced it or laid out, and just keep maybe one going through that gap there. We'll figure it out. We'll wait for it to get a little bit darker. And we'll go from there. Need to... Oh, my girl's on her way. 1 second. Hey baby, hey baby. Yeah, so my girl's on her way, which is nice. So you got my little light up here, you can just about see it. That'll be handy tonight. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna move my pod down a little bit, move everything down just a little bit. Release a little bit of tension on these. Release a little bit of tension on there. I'm essentially gonna have to rebait. There's no point rebaiting yet. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for a bit. I'm just trying to think of my plan of attack. My brain's gone out the window. I've been trying to use these halibuts, but they just don't seem to be doing anything. So I think I'm gonna have to go back to. I'll have a little look. Let me see what rigs I've got now. I've made it quite a few, and I've got a few on the way. So right, all my rigs are out in the tubs. The rigs that I've been using, the ones that I've been catching on. So they're my O's, O's. Right, I've got no rig in there. I had a rig on. Oh yes, I've got a rig here. Right. I'm gonna. This one stinks. Let's just take that over there. Right. I'm going to strip this down. I'm going to put a thingy on it. a tiger nut. Put a fresh tiger nut, and I'm going to glug it. I'm going to skin just the edge of the tiger nut though, just to give myself a nice smooth fitting. I need to find a perfect tiger nut there. Here we go. That's a perfect one. What I'm going to do is going to cut a little bit of this off. Absolutely love this little tool. So it's like an OTF, but it's a scalpel. I use it just for my bait, like for cutting boilies. It's absolutely perfect for. But it's one click operation. Now I don't know if it's illegal because it's a scalpel or not. I hope it's not, because it's a bloody handy little tool. But it wouldn't be no good for like trying to injure anybody because it's so flimsy. But that one hand operation while you're trying to do stuff is just so easy, like so great. Right, there we go, boom. Right, so that'll be good for that. Your mum's on her way. Right, I'm going to bring this on here. Just put it on this little hair rig that I was using before. Perfect little pop up. No, it's not quite a pop up, but it will have the rig up a little bit. I need to get rid of this tiny little bit of whatever it is. Whatever that is, off-putting. I don't want it there. Right, so that's officially gone. That's a razor sharp hook as well. As long as it doesn't lock and cut an edges under 3 inches, it shouldn't be illegal. It shouldn't be illegal, man. Yeah, it doesn't lock like properly anyway. Like if anything's in front of it, it just won't open. It's like stupid. But you never know, do you? rules change all the time. If you've got a certain like size like flipper on the side, just to help, you know, like your little notch, if it's a little bit too noticeable, too big, they class that as a gravity knife, and you'll have the police round your house, even if it's not illegal. It's ridiculous. But catch you later, mate. She wants me to do some measuring for some flooring. Thanks for watching, bro. Appreciate you for being around so long. Yeah, pop back later. Fingers crossed we might have a bit of activity. I think we're gonna have a bit of a night of it because I baited up everything. So I'm on it, and yeah, I'm staying late, like it's about 2 AM. So alright, buddy, take care. Look out for any videos I might post tomorrow then, because that's where the updates will be if you don't come back. Cheers, pal. Just gonna let that rig dry. So I've just plugged it in some strawberry. So it's a tiger nut, been soaked in molasses, and I've just put a there's my tiger nut. just put them in. Let's put it in some strawberry. So let's see how it goes. I've got one on sweet corn, and I've still got the halibut out there. So we'll see how it goes. I've got the halibut. But we'll show you where we're at. I'm not giving up. I want the fish, but I don't want any old fish. That's why I'm keeping big baits. I'm keeping big baits. I've had fish. I've had a carp on it before. In all fairness, the carp I had was on sweet corn. And a bit of luncheon meat. So one of them was on luncheon meat, one was on sweet corn, and the others I can't really remember. Probably would have been sweet corn. Gonna put the other phone on just in case. Shit, that was unlucky. I nearly lost the phone. My missus is getting mad if I lose the phone. Right, there we go. Put your end of my rods there. There we go. Right. Get this up here. Where it would be happening. Hello, darling. Who's that? Oh.
What are you doing? Just taking them off and putting them on?
Oh yeah. Keep your ass warm, wouldn't they? That's what I would do anyway.
They're not.
Where's yours then?
Mine's only got one left.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, well I didn't eat any of mine.
We did.
Oh yeah, I did. Anyway. Oh, they
You
only
did.
take 3. Ah. Okay, thanks, baby. Hey, take it.
No.
Okay. It's not good. Did you not bring a chair? What? Okay. Yeah, well I didn't bring it, so I don't think you've got it. So you could at least bought your chair, but you obviously can sit down and get your breath. Yeah. I didn't care about getting your chair, so you can Well, I hope helped you today.
Someone spent $2.99.
Oh, who the fuck was that? Well, we've not been on Prime, baby. Who has access to the Prime account? Well, great. Look, James will have it. 1 2.
Maybe James might won't spend anything on my card in his house. His own card, actually.
Why you got to Adam to come off your Prime? Change all your login details.
I mean, it could have been the time that we did it, but then again, we've had it.
It comes out instantly. Yeah. It would look straight away on your account. It don't come out a month later. We've not used Prime in ages.
That was it. 7:50. I was at home, so it's probably a recurring thing.
Maybe that's it. Maybe no one's done that. Oh. It's an ads-free thing. Ads-free.
That's not actually accurate.
Yeah, we paid for ads-free, didn't we, by accident? Yeah, it's not ads-free. Sorry, baby. You okay?
Yeah.
How's work?
Alright, easy. Got a nice thingy.
You've got a Yeah, because I'd have one at Backable.
It's just a fucking around trying to find somewhere to change the trousers.
All I've got to do is slip them up. You could have done it here, you could have blocked them off. But basically, at Backable, I came in and I got paid the hour for it. On my old workplace. Which I think sets me off. My outfit. Would you like a cup of tea while you're here?
Could do.
Yeah? Oh, save me. 1 second. Why is my screen so dark? What's going on my screen? Oh, that's why it's my battery's almost dead. Right. I should have a blue battery somewhere, darling, with charge wire. Yeah, you blue double D. Right, I'm just going to stick the phone on charge because we've got 4% battery coming up. got 2 bars on that one. I'm going to prop this up quickly.
That lead is broke as well.
How's it broke?
Doesn't fucking pick up anything, so I put it in the bin. So I had to do
Did you
everything
not?
with my hand. No, I did everything I could to get it to work.
Okay. Well, it's probably burnt out from all the hair. Mm-hmm.
No, I sent it back if she's that way. Yeah, so don't mind that.
Yeah, but right. So, do you want to grab the cup out then, darling? Quickly. Oh, if I can reach it. It was a long way round. Right. How would you like it? 1 sugar or 2? Just how it comes. Yes, don't worry. I'll give it a little rinse. Waste half my tea doing it. There we go.
Yeah, I was in the staff. I'd finished and I weren't fucking helping anyone else.
No, I don't blame you. So, why did you say to her was the excuse for taking a photo of her for?
I pointed it at things. And we just asked for my camera's new phone. And then I pointed it at her. Oh, bloody hell, let's see if I can zoom in and how far we can see your face. And then I was like, smile, I'm going to take a picture. Yeah, she's been a bit too fucking nicey. She's telling me what's happening about, like, she had a meeting today and she went home at lunchtime party. She came back for cleaning. She said she's not going to find out what's happening until September.
What? No, basically, Michaela said, right, well...
No, it's like big bosses she's having.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. There's 2 people when it's her. So then most of them just chuck it out. She told me what they said.
Yeah.
And then she's telling me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just being the nicey one, you know. Acting concerned for her, not hoping that she gets something.
That's funny.
I think just as two-faced. Just telling her no chance, so
Hmm?
slagging everyone else but you.
Who got in the mood for that? What, today? Yeah. Yeah, well, if he wants to be like that with me, I'll just shut down on him.
I think it's just made him
But the fact is, he's actually like two-faced backstabber. No,
I asked him straight out because he turned and told Dad I'd changed. So how have I changed?
Yeah.
He never said it was bad.
No, you're not. Exactly. You're there like whining and shit stirring, and then when you get a feed about it, oh, I haven't done nothing.
He tells me I confront him.
Yeah, I know, but you don't have to. You shouldn't have to worry about it. At the end of the day, they don't like the fact that you stand up for yourself a bit more.
No,
and
you notice you looked at me questions. I've never said you changed in a bad way.
And you're at their, it's because before you was at their beck and call, constantly running around. I mean, he'd ring you 10 times in a night, to, like, at unreasonable times. Like, when I first got with you, I was like, why is he ringing you at 11:30 at night? Like, when you got work the next day, what's with that? You know, certain times that are not acceptable. telling you, like, about Caitlin, she had to run around there at like fucking 9, 10 o'clock at night to deal with it. I mean, that sort of behaviour is not acceptable.
And this is James.
But yeah, then James, like,
This is James. He never said that.
no, but James is now like being a bit of a whiner about it. But then he says, when we're in there with him, he doesn't want to do nothing. We try to incorporate him, and he sits there looking away from the TV. Like, do you want to watch film with us? Chill now, and he looks around from the TV. I had my kid that one time, and he was sat on the bed, but he was trying to stare at you and get your attention from that bed, like, and it was like, and then he saw me looking, and he turned away, but he was like staring you down, like from the angle, because no one was there.
Jealousy, innit?
Yeah, but he's a full-grown, you know, he's 18 years of age. You would have thought he'd been able to handle it a little bit better than that. But that's because your mummy killed them so hard that, like, they were now weird about it.
They've not gone through it. You've got to think they've had me all to themselves.
Yeah, but they
It's the whole time.
grow up. It's like, come on,
And
man.
it's new. It's like, hang on a minute. There's someone coming to check the number.
Yeah.
That's the way they see it.
I say he's a 12-year-old little boy. But, you know, I needed him to stay at your house one night.
They won't be mean to you at all.
Yeah, I know, but the fact is that it's like staring them down, like staring at you, and then and then banging on the wall beneath it. Like, it just causes like weird behaviour. Like, my kids are like, what's going on? You know, it's like, what?
And that was you.
Yeah, I was like that. Yeah.
Yeah, not you, not your son. Your son did good shit.
Well, Noah had gone to sleep at that point when James started kicking the wall.
Yeah.
But you know, it would have been.
I know if your son was bothered by it, 'cause it doesn't.
No.
He's got a thing going,
What?
you know. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hope so.
He looks at me when he starts it. I just laugh and he carries on.
You know, I'm looking for a stepmom for my babies. Looking for someone who's a family person who will accept my kids. My kids are a bit easier going. I mean, your kids seem to hate me.
My kids are especially with my family.
Why didn't you just go right over there? Last time. What a pair of tossers,
Oh, that's what I do past swimming.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to rebait in a bit anyway. Shortly. I'd cleared that spot out so that I can get some rods in there. But this tea's not bad. Alright, I'm going to close my live stream down. I got some end.